for on, man.
And we're live. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is The Dreamer. I am the creator, the producer, the host for Hanging with the Dreamer, and I'm broadcasting live from Azusa, California, Dreamland Studios. How do you do? How are you doing, Robert? Thank you for having me being here.
I'm doing great. So, how did you get started with this?
How did I get started with this? Well, I started a talk show, Robert,
Okay.
about 2 years ago, and it was called Artist Talk. So, I'm a musician, and I play, and I wanted to figure out a way to get my passion out to the world. So I was talking to at the time, somebody who was a good friend of mine up in Canada, and his YouTube channel blowing up and everything. And I was asking him, how'd you do that? How'd you do it? What do I need to get? How do you do it? And he gave me a list of stuff. I need an audio interface. I need a microphone. I need headphones. I'm like, jeez, man. So I got the bare essentials. It all started out with the Personas beginner bundle, beginner podcaster bundle setup. And I just started reaching out to people I knew, people I grew up with, people I knew were still active in the music scene. So after I started getting people, artists, started hanging out, and I was recording them and interviewing them live on YouTube, basically. Um, about 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, I went to Google, right?
Okay.
And that's what you do. You go to Google, you type in the name of your show, and see where you come up in the search results.
Yeah.
Okay. I went to Google, I typed in Artist Talk featuring. I wasn't even in the first 50 pages of the Google of the search results. I'm like, oh, this isn't good. I didn't know what I was doing, but I learned real quick. You have a problem if you don't come up in the first 50 pages of a Google search. Might be a problem. So I went to bed and I was talking to my beautiful wife, Cindy, and she went to sleep and I was laying there and I'm like, man, what's going on here? So here's where it all changed. 3 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
I'm sound asleep. I heard a little whisper in my ear. Okay, you with
Yeah.
me?
I'm with you.
I heard a little whisper in my ear saying, Dreamer, real softly. I opened up my right eye. I'm like, what is that? Nobody's in the room. Started to freak me out a little bit. So I sat up. And when I sat up on the edge of the bed, my bedroom window was open, right? And the curtains were open. The night was black. The stars were shining. And it was a full moon.
Okay.
I'm out there and I'm staring out into the black of the night. And then I heard, dreamer. In my right ear, the hairs on my arm, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. So I knew, deep down inside, I knew something was getting ready to happen. So I laid back down. 3 hours later, I got up. I got some coffee. I meditated. And right as I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, I heard this voice say, I'm here. And I looked around behind me like that. Nobody's around me. And what that was that creative spirit, that creativity, that thing that makes us do and inspires us to do what we do. Um, it's called art and creation. So what happened was, Robert, I was like, okay, okay. So my chest got tight, real tight, like I was gonna have a heart attack or something. And by the end of the day, I've been feeling weird all day. By the end of the day, I had my channel art done, and I'm not I do little graphics, but I'm not a big time graphic designer. I had my the whole Dreamland Studios thing worked out, and I had the new name of my show worked out, Hanging with the Dreamer. Sure enough. Now keep in mind this was about 2 years ago. 175 shows later, when I go to Google and I type in Hanging with the Dreamer,
Yeah.
I'm the number one. I come up in the number one search. I come up number one in the Google search. As a result, well, that's the long and short of it. That's how the dreamer was born. I when I'm in the chat or something and I'm talking about the dreamer,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dreamer and a third, like a third,
Party.
yeah, third person. Um, because to me, my name is William Starr Dunham. My middle name is Starr.
Yeah.
But when that creative spirit takes over, William Starr is dead. William Starr's gone. He left the building. The dreamer takes over. I call the dreamer, uh, um, a mythical, magical creature because
Okay.
because to me that's what the dreamer is. The dreamer is like this outside spirit that comes that comes into me and and helps me guides me through my shows and my broadcasts. It's if you believe in that kind of stuff, that's the long and short of it. That's how I got started.
What do you want to leave as your legacy?
I want to know. That's a good question. No, that is a very good question, Robert. What do
Thank
I
you.
want to? What do I want to leave as my legacy? I, I'm glad you asked me that. The reason why I started all this is because I want people to know that the dreamer was here and the dreamer cared and the dreamer tried to help people and the dreamer tried to be a positive influence in somebody else's life. I want to be like Godzilla and leave mighty big giant footprints so the world knows that the dreamer is here. The dreamer was here. And I want everybody throughout the world, well, as many people as I can reach, to remember the name of the dreamer, because the dreamer saved my life.
So I'm gonna ask you a fun question now. Do you remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Sure.
Who would you want to be in the ring with?
Celebrity Deathmatch. Boy, that's something I used to watch a lot. Um, Probably I'd want to be in the ring with any president of the United States.
Okay, and why?
Just because.
Just because.
Yeah. um, just because. Just because. Um, I got some questions for them, and they better have the answers.
Okay.
I mean, nothing against the president of the United States. I don't want to be shy,
Hmm.
but I'm that's the first person that pops in my head since we're in the middle of a freaking worldwide global pandemic that's turned this whole world upside down.
So who is the most famous person you've interviewed?
Who is the most? Oh, that's an easy one. That was last one's a hard question. Good job. Um, um, the most famous person I've ever interviewed was Alice Cooper's bass player, Chuck Garrett.
Really?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, he's going to come back to Hanging with the Dreamer. He's going to come back and hang out. Come back and hang out because Beasto Blanco is going to be getting some new music together pretty soon. Alice Cooper's still in the middle of a tour where he's really opening up for him. But I think as soon as the tour is over with, I think Chuck Garrett might be getting back to Bisa Blanco. And
Really?
yeah, whenever some new music's ready, I don't know when it's going to be. I haven't spoken with him lately. But whenever new music's going to be ready, he's going to come back to the show.
That's cool. All right, I'm going to flip it around on you. You have any questions for me?
Sure. How did you come up with the name of Concert Junkies?
That's pretty much what I am. Like I've gone to over 2,000 shows or more, and when I'm not working, that's where I'm at.
Who's your favorite band that you've seen?
I'm a big Horn fan.
Uh, Good one. Good one. What do you think of their new bass player?
You mean he's filling in for Fieldy?
Yeah,
Very good.
he is. He is indeed. And one thing, what do you hope to achieve with um, with with your show Concert Junkies with Rob and John, and what what would you like to see happen in the next year in the next year throughout 2022? So 1 year at
Um,
a time.
that's a very hard question, but if it's possible, I'm trying to plan on doing a benefit concert at some point. Um, just shining more weight on artists that are A, not known yet, or up and coming. Like trying to help as much people as possible. Like there's a lot of unknown artists that need to be, what do you call it, have a little bit of sunlight on them that I think are underrated, that should have been bigger than they are now.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not dropping names, but I'm just saying there's a lot that, what do you call it, should have been bigger than they are.
I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Where can everybody go to support concert junkies with Rob and John? Or actually, excuse me, concert junkies, Rob and John. Where can everybody go to watch your live streams, your interviews, your videos?
Well, I have it on YouTube, and there's a Facebook page as well. Um,
All right.
I'm trying to, what do you call it, maybe work on a website as well at some point. There is merchandise, by the way. Um, every $5 goes to different charities.
Well done. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Do you have a PayPal?
Uh, well, how it works is it goes to, what do you call it? You buy it from the company, and then they send me, what do you call it, PayPal. It's just drop shipping right now. So it's my Shopify Concert Junkies Robin John.
That's awesome. And I'm glad that you shared that. It's always good to let people know. Let people know. You know
There
that's
there there is autism shirts. There is, what do you call it, gay pride. There's, what do you call it, just regular shirts and hats and coffee mugs and pretty much anything you can think of I have on there.
Hey, can I change the answer to one of your questions?
That's fine.
Celebrity death match. You have
Okay.
a celebrity death match question.
Yeah.
Forget the president. Everybody's after him. I was just thinking, no respect, Mr. President. I love you. But I was thinking Colonel Sanders. That'd be a good one.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
What?
Why? Because I don't care for chicken much.
So you're so you're a steak and potato kind of person?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I'm a steak and potato guy. I do like. I used to eat Popeyes a lot,
Okay.
but I don't even eat. I don't eat fried chicken a whole lot anymore. You know,
Okay, since you brought up that, what would be your last meal?
what would be my last meal?
Yeah.
Mm. A piece of Parmesan chicken, because I really don't eat a whole lot of red meat anymore either, except for the occasional monthly steak dinner.
Mm.
But I don't eat a lot of red meat anymore.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of chicken. So it would be my last meal would be Parmesan chicken with my wife's spaghetti sauce
Okay.
over it, and my mother's abanigas soup. That would be my last meal. What would be your last meal, Robert?
Um, Probably a hamburger and mac and cheese. Like it really did. Like I'm not a picky person, so pretty much anything would work. But
Cool, man.
when it comes to that, I'm very simple. Doesn't
I do. I'm a pretty simple guy too. I'm a yes or no kind of guy. I'm like I'm like a do what you say you're gonna do kind of guy, you know.
yeah,
Um, I'll tell you what is I understand know what I mean, but
yeah,
um, and if someone doesn't do what if I do what I'm supposed to do,
yeah,
but the other person does step up and do the right thing, I'm out of here. And yeah, I gotta watch out for myself. I gotta
yeah.
put their number one first and foremost, you know. But on a positive note, um, what have you learned? Is it okay if I ask you another question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Robert. So, what is what's the most important thing that you've learned by working with Ragebreed?
Um, Patience.
Yeah, that's a good one. And it's nothing against Ragebreed. I appreciate, Ragebreed gives you and I a platform, and
Yeah,
I appreciate. I don't mind. I love being a part of Ragebreed. I honestly really do. Um, I'm only one person, you know,
yeah,
and and um, I just want to give a big shout out to Karina Yashiro and to Ragebreed, and I thank her for promoting me. She's promoting you, promoting everybody else, promoting Hanging with the Dreamer on
yeah,
RagebreedRadio.com and Ragebreed TV. That stuff, that stuff, that stuff costs money.
yeah,
And because I've looked into it so to promote my own stuff, and that stuff costs money, you know, and uh, I really appreciate all the all the week in and week out every Wednesday support the dreamer and every Wednesday, you know, I I really I really have big hopes for Rage Free,
yeah,
and I believe in Rage Free. Um, but like you've heard, I'm sure many times before from other people, they just have so much on their plate that they run out of time, um, and maintaining your own brand, building your own brand, helping is very, very time consuming, and that's only a couple things, not to mention the the charity event that I'm creating right now for January 21st, to promote Ragebreed bands, to promote a nonprofit. It's all for charity. Promote me, promote Dreamland Studios, promote Ragebreed. I mean, this is going to be a big event. This is going to be a big event, and everybody's going to win out of this thing.
Is it
And
going to be on? Is it going to be online, or where is it?
yeah, it's going to be online. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Facebook. It's going to be on Twitter. I'm going to try and figure it right now. I'm currently trying to figure out a way to do Instagram Live also. Um, but I I can stream to more platforms, um, and, but it costs money. Um, that's something that, like most people in the pandemic, I don't have much of.
Yeah.
Um, I'm looking for my own sponsors, and if I can get a couple people on board for Dreamland Studios, maybe I'll be able to get some contributions, and so I could start streaming to more platforms at once. Um, and I just met somebody who wants to be my co host.
Okay.
So, and this is a pretty big public figure. This is a pretty big radio personality on Facebook. Um,
Can
but
you give a Can you give a hint?
um, not right now.
Okay.
I'll tell you, but not publicly.
Okay.
Because I value this person. This person's is rapidly becoming a good friend of mine,
Okay.
and I am very, 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 very thankful to this person. I'm not going to say whether it's a him or her. I can't say any names because nothing's final, but I am getting this person's interest, and this person is interested
Okay.
in being my co host.
So,
Um,
so
when,
where would this time frame?
oh, well, 8 p.m. Germany time
Okay.
would be 12 p.m. here in California, 2 p.m. in the Midwest, and 3 p.m. on the East Coast.
Okay. So is it going to be a total live stream?
Yep. I'm going to have behind the scenes footage. For both bands, I'm going to have a welcome video by Karina. I'm going to have um, the Ragebreed girls involved. I'm going to have Alani involved. Uh, yeah, it's going to be a big deal.
Is this on the weekend or is it during the week?
That'll be Friday.
Okay.
That'll be Friday. That'll be Friday. January 21st is a Friday.
Okay.
So normally Friday nights I'm unavailable. So I'm very fortunate to, you know, unless somebody's, you know, paying me and, you know, sends me a contribution to my PayPal. Friday nights I spend with the family. Um, you know, for me to, I know a lot of people, musicians, artists, business owners that sacrifice their time with their family. They got to give up their family time to send emails, or they got to give up their family time to organize organize their next
Yeah.
business week. Yeah, and I'm not going to sacrifice family time. Now if money's involved, then of course I'm going to do what I need to do. And my family's very, if money's involved, my family's very supportive. But if money's not involved, my family comes first. You know, you know what I mean?
Yep. So, is there anything you'd like to promote at this time?
Sure. Just thank you, Robert. There first off, I have a big thank you to you. Thank you very much for
Thank you
having
for
me on
coming.
your kick ass show, man.
Thank you for coming.
And anytime, man. Anytime. If you want me back, just let me know and I'm
I
back.
will.
Um this was cool. I love hanging out, man. I love hanging out. Um I don't have a lot of friends
Hmm.
just because I don't have I I'm trying to take care of myself right now.
Yeah.
I used to have a lot of friends though. I used to be the life of the party and you know dozens of friends everywhere I go, you know, but not anymore. You know, it's which is one of the reasons why I'm able to do what I do now.
Yeah.
Um, I don't have much of a social life, but I mean I do, but I haven't been to any concerts lately, and I haven't even been out to my favorite bar that has bands playing right here where I live, by Glendora, California. And well, Glendora, California is the next city over from me.
Okay.
There's a place called the Route 66 Clubhouse that was having bands there like almost every weekend. I
Yeah.
love, I love going to that place, man. That place is great. And I definitely want to let everybody know that um, I'm gonna have all my links to Robert, and if you want to check out what I'm doing, check out my Facebook link, my Twitter link, my Instagram link, my YouTube channel, The Dreamer's Life. And you like what I'm doing, please consider hitting my PayPal. Um, I really, really need some PayPal donations right now to keep my lights on and to be able to keep doing my shows and to be able to keep helping people like Robert and everybody else that I'm trying to help. I really need some PayPal donations. It's very important. It's if I don't get them, I can't. Um, and if my power gets shut off, then I'm in trouble. So I'm really trying. You know, please, if you want to support my content, check it out. I also want to give a big shout out to Karina and Ragebreed. I love you guys. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for RagebreedRadio.com, Ragebreed TV, for always supporting the Dreamer's Life. Thank you for Karina for always sharing my links out. And thank you to M. Fuller for always making sure that my audio for RageBreedRadio.com is always posted on time, and my videos for RageBreed TV is always posted on time. You're an incredible part of the crew. And also, a big shout out to David Incognito, Tristan Cosman, and Johnny Chadwick. You guys kick ass. You guys are awesome. And I can't wait for January 21st, the Electric Circus from Hell, man. That's what it's called, the Electric Circus from Hell. And also, I want to give big shout out to the Essential Guitarist group on Facebook, Bill Eagleson, to where I'm an admin. I'm an admin for that group. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Essential Guitarists. I also want to give a big shout out to Superfan Shannon of MTRSradio.com. I had her on the show, Hanging with the Dreamer. I had her on Hanging with the Dreamer yesterday, or actually Monday, excuse me. And that interview will be premiering on the Dreamer's Life YouTube channel, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Thursday evening, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There's a new world premiere. This week it'll be Superfan Shannon and MTRSradio.com. Thank you, Superfan Shannon. I love you. Thank you. And also, Bill Sirac of the Creation Station up north in Canada. Thank you, Bill, for coming on my show. And thank you, Creation Station, for giving me the wise advice that you've given me. And most of all, a very big thank you to you, Robert, for inviting me to be a part of your world, and I thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm very thankful for it. I'm very thankful for it. Thank you very, very much. Creation Station, MTRSradio.com, Superfan Shannon, J Lambs Remy, High Voltage Video Magazine. You all are epic. Karina, Ragebreed, Ragebreed Global, Ragebreed Affiliates, Ragebreed USA, Ragebreed Africa, John Ferris, State of Mind, Texas. The list is endless. But that's just to name a few. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you for coming on, and I will let you know when everything is posted.
Oh, wonderful. Where can I send you my links, Robert?
You can just message me with them.
Okay, so your personal message, or
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time, man. Have a blessed day.
You too.